bounce on it. All that think about it, put some bounce on it. I make it on it. I say on it. Now put some bounce on it. All that think about it, put some bounce on it. I make it on it. I say on it.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to whip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing Nix. Throw there, it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 2 now, second and goal.
21.
Check. Watch quick. Watch quick.
Set.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Pushing his way through. It'll be a pickup of 15. It's out to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker,
but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll go play action with Nix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Nix from the shotgun. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Handoff. Here's Harvey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Denver.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
R.J. Harvey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some momentum going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive with double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Harris. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And now they do it. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
12, 10. Lion. Hey, OP. What is it?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
59.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll give him 8 that time. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Bring it home, boys. We got this. Way to make a play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Dante Jackson picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before it's all the way down to the 37. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Hey, Kappa. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
21.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kid team to bring that return to a prompt hold. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots down the field.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Go. 380. Let's go. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Ray.
Herbert now. Harris has it over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Black 80, black. Hey, Ray. Go.
To the air again, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris for their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Broncos 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Working out of the gun is Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Nix. Bryant has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Well, you don't just run the same things over and over. Some do. But maybe you also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Brandon, perfect defense.
defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll be touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
At the 18-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey. Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Ram. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Hey, go lion. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Set. 59.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2.
Set. Home and troops right. Baylor time. Set.
They'll try to right side to Harris. They're going to snap this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Clinton. Here we go. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On the give, this is Harris. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Set. Black 80. Black. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! From 10 yards out. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
As we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now stands at 13.
Chargers 34, Broncos 21. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a wake up for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Nix with a good to Harvey. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. So now following a roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now it's Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
A little momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. This is first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll slide to a home here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's second down. Nix to the air. Going right side here, and it's complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. On play action, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
First down, Denver.
To throw is Nix. Going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Again from the 15, second and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Brings up second and 11.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11.
Lion, set. 380. Ground. Ready.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. To the left side, looked in by Harris. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back.